in the late 19th century in the island of Negros, was found one of the biggest sugar mills in the world called La Fabrica. It was no wonder then that the company should hire the services of people who were experts in their field. They came mostly from Europe. To manage its operations and accounting department, the company commissioned a bright and enterprising young man from Zurich, Switzerland, named Hans Hofer. He was La Fabrica's first accountant and probably one of the earliest expatriates who were lured to the mystical wonders of the tropical islands like the Philippines. Hans was not only very good looking, he was also smart and had the trappings of a gentleman. And he enamored the people around him, especially a young and pretty lady, a mestiza Spanish named Ana Castellanes. The two fell in love, and not long after, Hans married Ana. He decided to make his home in the Philippines. The couple bore 9 children, namely Carlos, Armando, Andres, Alberto, Vicente, Arturo, Gertrudes, Rosita, and Pablo. The family that Hans Hofer sired was, as to be expected at that time, belonged to the privileged class or the ilustrados. Hans could not have experienced hard times, yet he went through life with the notion that anything could happen. So he made sure that his children received the best education. He also taught them that in order to get ahead in life, one must work, work, and work. Don Pablo was one of the good learners and the most adventurous of the siblings. A graduate in B.S. Agriculture from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, he embarked on some business and was lured to Mindanao, the land of promise. With his wife Doña Manuela Tucao, whose roots can be traced to the Ferrarans of Cebu and the Tucaos of Cotabato, he acquired a 1,000-hectare plantation in Kalilangan, Balabagan, Lanao del Sur, called Hacienda de Manuela. The couple bore 10 children: Pablito, Henrietta, Marlene, George, Cecilia, Nilda, John, Thomas, James, and Ben. Don Pablo fathered a son before marriage named Alex. By the time George Hofer was born on February 26, 1938, Don Pablo was head of a wealthy family who made fortunes from coconut, cacao, and abaca. In fact, he held the title the Father of Cacao for producing the biggest cacao in Mindanao. One might say that boy, as he was fondly called by Don Pablo and Doña Manuela, and by his siblings, was born with a silver spoon, and as such, was used to a life of much pampering. On the contrary, as a child, he had to work in the fields with his older brother Pablito to earn his keep. Everybody had to work, had assignments. On weekends, the girls Henrietta and Marlene were assigned to cook, clean the house, or wash clothes. We plowed the fields with the tractor. Papa always made sure that the tractors were in good condition to prepare them for us to use. The drivers then worked during the day while we worked at night. George reminisces. But when we went to school, we were given big allowances, much more than what our classmates had. I could never forget what Papa would tell us all the time. No work, no eat. So our relaxation was work. When the Second World War ended and after the Americans had left, Hacienda de Manuela grew even bigger with the acquisition of Don Pablo of the neighboring land occupied by the Americans. The hacienda then became one of the biggest plantations in Lanao, giving a source of income to about 500 workers, all of them Maranaos. The Maranaos have been working for them for 3 generations now. After Boy finished his secondary studies at Notre Dame University in Cotabato City, he was ready for college. He had already made up his mind. Fascinated with the American planes hovering about the hacienda, Boy wanted to become a pilot. When I told Papa and Mama that I wanted to learn, that I wanted to become a pilot, they vehemently objected. Flying a plane was obviously a dangerous occupation, so they would not allow it. So as a way to challenge them, I told them, okay, if you don't want me to go to flying school, I will go to medicine school. I told them I will take up medicine instead because I knew that it was very expensive, but to my surprise, they eagerly agreed. It was in 1960 when Boy stepped foot at Far Eastern University in Manila to undergo his preparatory medicine. He completed this course easily, and it was probably destiny that brought him to Southwestern University in Cebu City to complete his medicine proper.